His name is Hagrid. And it's the largest carnivore with a prehensile tail. He's almost choked me to the point. I don't know, does anybody here watch Ultimate Fighting at all? I used to do it, love the stuff, teach my kids, you know. Got my 3-year-old armbar in the neighbor, you know. But I'm like, Joshua, he's tapping. So, yeah, I had a kid sleep over, a teenager was sleeping at our house. He works sometimes on Saturday mornings. He'll come over Friday night if he's fighting with his dad, and his dad will say, you know, me and Jason had a blowout. He's going to stay at your house. And the last time he slept over, he said, I wake up and I feel a pain in my elbow. I look over and Joshua's got me in an arm bar, you know. So this guy had me. I was tapping. I was in his cage. I was stupid. I was by myself. I went over at night, as I do every night, to see him, but I don't let him climb on me by myself. And he was making these noises. I'm like, you're so cute. Climb on me. And he climbed on me, and then Hank decided to hang, and he was choking me. I was actually starting to black out and end up sitting on the ground and laying down in pee. He climbed off me, and I was like, okay, it's well worth it. I had it for Febreze, so my wife didn't say, hey, why were you over there laying in pee, you know. Any good animal person travels with Febreze. I don't force my animals out unless I really have to. I really prefer not to. Once he gets out a little further, we'll pull the box away. You might want to go up top. You want to go up top? So once he gets out far enough, you want to come up? You can come up. Come on. It's all right. Come on. I'm not going to hurt you. Come on. Come on, you big baby. Can you change it? He just did a poop. He just pooped in his box. A lot of people think I'm gross because I don't care if he poops. If I'm on a 3-hour ride, if he poops in the box, I'll change it for his own comfort, but it actually smells like Fritos. It's the only animal that when he poops, you go, I need snack food. It's completely true. San Diego Zoo has one named Frito. They're from Southeast Asia. They can be found in Borneo and several other places. And in Borneo, they've been recorded up to 100 pounds. The females get bigger. His mom is 85 pounds. His dad's about 60. He's right around the 48 to 50-pound mark. Extremely strong. Their eyesight is bad. Their sense of smell is good. I would say, if you had to say this animal is the most important mammal in Southeast Asia, you'd have to say it's the Binturong. The strangler fig, which makes up to 80 to 90% of the rainforest in Southeast Asia, and for 3 months a year, it's the only fruit-bearing tree for the animals to obviously eat. The strangler fig, the seed, has, thank you, he's marking me. He sees all you people? That is marking his territory. Okay? There you go. Okay. I forgot to put my hood on, didn't I? Okay. So, anyway, thanks for the trim. This is the only animal that, when he eats the strangler fig, he's got an enzyme in his saliva that actually melts away the casing over the seed without damaging the seed. All other animals documented, they either destroy the seed or the casing, or the casing does not get dissolved off the seed itself, so they can't germinate. These guys here are seed dispersers, the #1 seed disperser. Every Binturong expert I know, and a lot more studies have to be done on these guys, is they say with no Binturong in Southeast Asia, no regrowth of the Southeast Asian rainforest. So this animal is crucial. It is listed as vulnerable. Really, not that much studies have been done, not nearly enough. The #1 threat to them right now, there's a couple of threats. Habitat destruction from illegal logging, and the Chinese, and I spent a lot of time in China, Chinese medicine. Okay, Chinese, I'm not knocking the Chinese, I have friends that are Chinese, but they're famous for killing beautiful animals for medicines that do not work. Okay, not to be gross, I know we're at a Christian school here, there are kids, I'm going to just try to look this way and say their male part is the #1 sought after thing right now, because men in China believe it will help their wives like them better. So he tries to hide it, if you notice that, right? So that is a big reason. Can I have some banana? And as far as logging, I could spend 5 hours on logging, but let's just say a lot of studies have been done. Illegal logging is very bad. Legal logging can have benefits for the companies that do it right. A friend of mine did an extensive study in South America, and there are companies over there now that they have the equipment to not damage all the rainforest. Here's the key. I always hear people going, well, there's more trees today than there was 100 years ago. True, in some parts. But what kind of trees? Are we talking hardwood for hardwood? Are we talking pine for hardwood? Pine is not the same as a hardwood, right? So the logging companies that are good, and I know this guy after his research built a whole house with exotic wood, okay, a big mansion in Maine, and he's an extreme environmentalist. But what it is, some of these logging companies, they're doing it in such a way that they pick the trees over here for this year, and then over here, so they're replanting the same kind of tree, and they have such sophisticated equipment, they're not destroying the rainforest, and it's benefiting, and they're trying to do it in such a way that it's putting the illegal logging out of business. How can you really put illegal logging out of business? Don't buy it. Our country right now is doing a great job. Most of the illegal hardwoods are not traced to the United States. A few years ago, they did trace some directly to Malibu. There was some nice houses being built there, so not against nice houses, but let's do it legal. If you can afford to buy a house in Malibu, you can probably afford to pay the extra few bucks a foot. You know, I mean, let's get serious. So illegal logging is definitely bad because you're talking about people with ancient equipment. They say to take out one Asian mahogany hardwood that they're taking down about 1,000 acres of rainforest. And I know people that have over there, and I wouldn't believe the numbers if I didn't see the numbers and know the people. They say that's about accurate. 1,000 acres for one tree? But you know, that's incredible because they're destroying all the habitat to get there with their 1960s Tonka, you know. So you got a legal logging, I guess, from what I know of it. If you're going to have logging, that's the way to go because illegals always seems to be bad anyway, right? Never ends up good. So we'll see if he'll come off since he's popping my shoulder out of socket. There you go. Okay, mess up my hair, right? Okay.